With John Herdman's Canada heading into its first World Cup in 36 years, Canadian players are getting eyeballs like never before. And especially right now, with the off-season upon us and the European transfer market well and truly open for business. So let's take a look at the homegrown names making headlines in the summer window. Since making the switch from the Belgian league to France's top 5 back in 2020, Jonathan David has literally gone from strength to strength at Lille. His 13 goals in the 2020-21 campaign played a huge part in Lille being crowned Ligue 1 champions. And this season, he did even better, finding the net 19 times, with 3 of those in the Champions League. On that kind of form, the 22-year-old is reportedly on the radar of Jurgen Klopp, who's looking to bring in additional firepower, with Sadio Mane, Divock Origi and potentially Takumi Minamino all heading for the exit at Anfield. Valued around $40 million, he's only $10 million cheaper than Haaland. But with Spurs, Chelsea and Arsenal all monitoring the striker as well, don't be surprised to see John David in the Premier League very soon. Clye Larin is one Canadian player who's definitely on the move this summer. After racking up 39 goals in Turkey, the striker's contract at Besiktas expires at the end of the month, allowing the 26-year-old to leave on a free. David Moyes had reportedly tried to prize Larin away back in January, but the move to West Ham never materialised. Valued at around $7 million, Larin represents good value for money, and with Graham Potter also a fan of the striker, the Brampton, Ontario native is another player who could be Premier League bound this summer. Stefan Eustáquio had already made a big move back in January, joining Primeira Liga champions Porto on loan from Paços de Ferreira. That season-long deal came with an option to buy, and last week the club announced that they'd be retaining Eustáquio's services in a deal worth up to $5 million. Despite limited minutes on the pitch, Porto was sufficiently impressed with the 25-year-old to offer him a long-term contract, and Eustáquio will now remain in Portugal until 2027. And last but not least is goalkeeper Milan Boyan, who recently broke the internet, in Serbia at least, by scoring a stoppage time penalty to seal a 100-point championship-winning season for Red Star Belgrade. Despite having 1 year left on his contract, reports abound of a move to the MLS, and in particular, Canada. Could we see the 34-year-old between the posts at BMO Field? Well, after last season's unwanted stats of most goals conceded and even worse goal difference, a move for Boyan might well be on the cards. Overall, it's just great to see Canadian players in the transfer rumour mill, and don't forget to check Albert Vatanian's piece on Friday looking at who has done what domestically since last we saw them in Canadian colours.